And we are online.
Dude, this is dark web.
What do you want from me? I really think you should stop.
Oh, God.
We have to do something, and we have to do it now.
You want to see naked pictures? Holly Berry from Swordfish.
Of course I do.
Oh, man, this isn't happening. It only thinks it's happening.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ralph Breaks the Internet, or Wreck-It Ralph 2, is the sequel to Wreck-It Ralph. And it follows Ralph and Vanellope on an adventure into the internet as Vanellope gets bored with her game, but as something happens with her game, it forces them to go into the internet to try and fix it, but also try to maybe find themselves a little bit along the way. Their friendship kind of gets tested in a way. That's kind of what's not advertised in this movie. But it's more than just an adventure into the internet. While watching it, I felt like that V for Vendetta scene.
That's impossible.
It's like the company saw Shrek the Third, Ready Player One, and the Emoji Movie. And they were like, you know what? We're gonna blow this out of the water.
My turn.
And they did a fantastic job. I want to say that Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, is awesome. It's pretty good.
It was, yeah, I was actually really surprised with it. I thought it was just going to be, you know, a good movie, but I was actually really surprised with it.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I like that they hit a lot of good homage to a lot of good, like Wreck-It Ralph did in the very first movie, to do it again in this one, but I think they go into the internet and they find Gal Gadot's in this one. Mm-hmm. And she's got a racing game in there, and it resembles Need for Speed Most Wanted, like, to the T, man.
That ride is hot.
Like, it's again, the environments, the cars, and everything. I mean, maybe not the cars exactly, but
yeah, no, the way they raced, the way they shot it, or the way that they animated it, it was pretty crazy.
It was a surprise that they called back to this game. It was pretty fun. It's a fun video game movie. It's a fun internet movie, mm-hmm. and it also has a really good message as far as how we use the internet nowadays, socially. Mm-hmm. Better than many other movies have done it, and with very fast humor. The storytelling was fantastic.
Yeah, the humor in this was quick. It was funny. I was laughing out loud a lot, probably embarrassing myself in front of everybody, but I didn't care. I thought it was hilarious.
Smart jokes, I believe.
Cursed? No. Kidnapped or enslaved? No. Are you guys okay? Should I call the police?
And the Disney stuff's in there too. The Disney references and stuff.
They really poke fun at themselves at this. I feel like they kind of go Lego Batman movie a little bit with, like, poking fun at the things that they do.
Yeah, self-referential.
Yeah.
They're being self-referential, and I think, I just won't use that.
Yeah.
They're just making fun of themselves in a way that just, it's fun for everybody just to kind of join along. It's like, oh, okay, I know that, okay. Like, they made fun of Brave and stuff like that. And
okay, Brave's, like, my favorite princess movie, because I'm not, like, a really, like, big princessy person, but she's my favorite. And they make fun of her, and I can understand what she's saying.
I gave my mommy a cake, she turned into a big bear. My Aldrin tried to dare in. If that's not a pure mess, I don't know what is. We can't understand her. She's from the other studio.
It was really good. The message, too, at the end is really good. It was kind of, to me, it was a surprise. I mean, there's some things that you kind of do see coming, and the circumstances as to how they get into the internet and stuff like that, you're like, I don't know if that really works, especially with some characters, them being video game characters, there's limitations. Mm-hmm. So, not to spoil anything or nothing, just they do have limitations.
I think that's the one thing that brings it down for me.
So, as to go into the internet and to kind of try to get something to, they're characters, you know, they really can't do things for the real world, you know what I'm saying? So they're kind of trying to do something for the real world, and I was like, oh, you're kind of pushing it here, you know?
It
It's almost like them trying to reach out and kind of touch,
Yeah.
but it's really, I don't know.
But
it's kind of glossed over with everything kind of
But-
being focused on Sarah Silverman's character, Penelope. Her story arc is kind of getting cool because
this movie's her movie.
pretty much because it's she's getting kind of sad as she's getting bored in her game, so she wants more out of it. So that's a perfect journey into the video game and stuff like that. But it's kind of
Isn't that every Disney princess thing though? They always want more.
I want more.
Little
and every
Mermaid.
man's always kind of
Like,
getting him
where are
down
you
and stuff.
going?
And Ralph
But-
is
oh
the
my gosh.
perfect guy to get him down because he's Wreck-It Ralph, and he doesn't just wreck things in the game; he wrecks things in his real life
wrecks his
relationships too. And it's kind of a domino effect, really. Every time he does something, it's like, oh, I'll do this, and oh, I messed up, and oh, I'll do this to make it better, and it just makes it worse, and he just keeps going and going. And
You
that's
do
what you see
feel
through the
for
movie.
him, but
So,
after
yeah.
a while, it's like, oh my gosh, okay.
But it's a nice arc, and at the very end, you're like, okay, I know that this is going to happen, and there is kind of like we're angry at each other now, and stuff like that, and that does happen here, but necessary in this one for what is to come without spoiling anything. But really good movie. I thought it was really good. Other than some stuff here as to how they get to where they're supposed to be, it's kind of like, okay, you're kind of biting your lip a little bit like, okay.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fine.
Oh, yeah. Visually, though, it was beautiful. The animation was on point. The background scenery, like I said, with the
Oh, gorgeous.
just the little treasures you gotta kind of where's Waldo find in there. It's really cool.
All the characters are funny.
Yeah, all the characters were great. I like the newer ones. I liked the little no guy. He was cute.
Yeah.
The little search bar guy. He was funny. He was probably one of my favorite of the newer ones.
Oh, I only found one result.
Probably the last thing I gotta say about it that's good is the score. The score is really good. It's really entertaining. It had that kind of like, since it's Disney, it kind of did have that Tron kind of feel to it. And it was really also kind of with that 80s kind of like, kind of like that hypnotic kind of feel to it. So it was really good also score-wise. Really good to listen to. I would give it maybe a 4.5 out of 5. On a bad day, it'd be a 4 out of 5. It's there. It's at a B plus kind of deal. It's 4.5 really ultimately. 4.5 out of 5. Really good movie. Go see it. Just a couple things here and there, but not a big deal. Not a bad movie at all. Not a bad sequel to Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah. I'm at a 4 out of 5 with this one. Like I said,
okay.
praise it very highly, but there's just a few things that really bugged me. One message about, I don't think it's a great message to put out to kids that, just go online, make a funny video, and you make lots of money. I don't think that's a great thing.
You're not wrong.
It's just because it's a lot more work than it appears to be, than they make it seem. But that's my only biggest gripe with this movie is that little. It's not like a big thing about the movie, but it kind of is.
Well, they kind of used YouTube kind of like, oh, you have 24 hours to get X amount of views or something, or X amount of likes on a video, or else, you won't achieve what you want to achieve for the next level or something like that. Pretty much for them, it's for Ralph, it's like a video. Everything's kind of like a game, pretty much. But yeah, it's kind of like, that would not happen. You wouldn't be able to do that. No, every YouTuber knows it's not easy to get famous overnight. It takes years, it takes time, it takes a lot of dedication, videos.
A lot of hard work.
And
they made it seem a little they just made it seem too easy.
It made it seem like too easy, like, and the time and things like that, but it's fine. It's
but
forgivable
overall,
because it's got a really good story.
Yeah. But yeah, that's where I'm at, so.
No, it's really good. Thank you for the references too, the video game references to Need for Speed Most Wanted. In the comments below, say, what you thought about that if you saw it. That's
Be
really
nicer
good.
to Brave. I
Yeah.
like that movie.
Gal Gadot is really good and stuff. All the actors were good. Go seek out Ralph Breaks the Internet. And keep watching movies. Tell us what you think in the comments below. Subscribe to all our platforms. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and of course YouTube. And please keep watching movies.
Holiday time! Spam busters, bitch!
Hi, I'm Captain America. Here to talk to you about one of the most valuable traits a soldier or student can have. Patience.